Today we're going to be making a coordinate plane foldable. Begin by getting your paper, your graph paper, as square as possible. Fold up one corner and trim off the edge. Now find the center of your paper. Fold up the other two corners to get as close as you can to the center and make a mark where two blue lines intersect, but closest to the center as possible. Now, to make sure that your graph paper is a perfect square, count down an equal number of lines from the center in all four directions. I counted down 12. Go ahead and cut off the edges after 12 marks or 12 lines on each edge of the four sides of your square. Now take each corner and fold it up to the dot that you made at the very beginning. Pick one corner to put at the top of your paper, and the upper right hand corner will be quadrant 1 or Q1. Go ahead and write those in bubble letters. Q2 in the upper left hand corner, Q3 in the lower left hand corner, and then Q4 in the bottom right hand corner. Also, go ahead and write the number in Roman numerals in each corner. Generally, that is how you see quadrants written, as Roman numeral 1, 2, 3, and 4, as shown here. Color these in and make it look nice. Now we're going to work on the inside. Open all of it up. Start by drawing in your y-axis or x-axis by starting at the dot, going straight up and straight down, straight to the left and straight to the right, and making sure that you put arrows on every end of your line, because it is a line, not a line segment. Label each quadrant with 1, 2, 3, and 4. Remember that 1 starts in the upper right hand corner, and be sure to label them with Roman numerals as shown here. The origin is always the intersection of your two axes, the x-axis and the y-axis. That is your origin, so if you hear that being talked about, that is right there. The coordinate of the origin is always 0, 0. So when you hear origin or 0, 0, that's the center of where the x-axis and the y-axis meet. The x-axis is horizontal, so it will go back and forth, and it's always the coordinate that you start off with. So go ahead and label the x-axis. The y-axis is always vertical. It moves up and down. Go ahead and label the y-axis. Any coordinate in the second quadrant will always have a negative number first and then a positive number. Draw that in. In quadrant 1, it will always be two coordinates. The coordinate will always be positive, positive. In quadrant 4, it will always be positive, then negative. And in quadrant 3, it will always be negative and then negative. So write all 4 of those in. When graphing an ordered pair, you always need to start at the origin. So that's just what we're going to write up here to remind ourselves. Make a little star and write, always start at the origin. So step 1 is to first move left or right. Move left if it's negative, right if it's positive, the first number in the ordered pair. The second step is to move up or down. You would move up if the second number is positive, down if the second number is negative. Next, you want to label your x-axis and y-axis because you don't always go by 1s or 2s. Whatever increment you go by, you have to let the person or the viewer know what you're going by. So on this, I just went by 1s, and I want you to have your increments also go by 1s. But the important thing to remember is that you're writing the numbers on the actual line, on the blue lines or whatever colored lines your graph paper is. Positive numbers to the right on the x-axis, negative numbers to the left, and then going up the y-axis, again, those will be positive numbers going up. And notice that I'm writing them on the line right here. And then going down, negative, still on the line, because your ordered pairs are the intersection of 2 points. So they have to be pretty precise, and you want the numbers to be on the lines. Let's plot some points here. We'll start at the origin, and we'll go ahead and move over 1 and down 2. So this ordered pair, this coordinate, would be 1, comma, negative 2, because I went down 2, not up 2. That's the coordinate of this ordered pair. The next one, I'm going to the left 3, down, it looks like 7. So this ordered pair is going to be negative 3, negative 7. Let's do another one. We'll go ahead and graph right on the x-axis at negative 8. So this ordered pair, since I would start from the origin and move to the left 8, would be negative 8, comma 0. And we'll go ahead and plot a point on the y-axis on 3. So from the origin, I don't move left or right, so the first number will be 0. And then the second number will be 3. The last number I'm going to plot, I had to move to the right 4 and up 6, so that ordered pair is 4, comma 6. Don't forget that anything to the right of the origin is going to have a positive first number in your ordered pair. Anything to the left of the origin will have a negative number as your first number in the ordered pair. Likewise, anything above the origin will have a positive second number in your ordered pair. And anything below the origin on the y-axis, or anything just below the origin, will have a negative number as your second number in the ordered pair. Fold in each of the corners of your quadrants 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then fold the paper down. This will be the top side. It'll be the side that you see when you put it in your interactive notebook. So go ahead and color this and decorate it and call it the coordinate plane. Flip it over and make sure that this is the other side that you're going to have glued down into your paper. And you can write that to remind yourself or just glue it down right now. That's it. Here's the back and here's the front.